What's up, family? Trail here, and we have some interesting news to share with you today. For starters, we have some new assistance for low-income families, which is definitely needed for all states right now. In addition, the former president, Donald Trump, is in the news again, but this time it doesn't have to do with any type of witch hunts against him. And we have a little bit of crypto news that you guys may find very interesting because it involves one well-known celebrity. And let this be a lesson learned to everyone. But anyways, guys, lastly, I do want to thank our sponsor for today's video, Moo, but we'll discuss that later on in the video. But in the meantime, you guys already know what to do. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel as well as hit the like button for us. And now let's jump into the video. The former president Donald Trump is suing CNN. Yes, guys, I'm not making this up. He is suing CNN for defamation. Now, it says right here that former President Donald Trump has sued CNN in federal court in Florida for defamation. In the lawsuit that was filed on Monday, Trump's attorneys claimed that CNN has sought to use its massive influence perpetually as a trusted news source to defame the plaintiff in the minds of its viewers and readers for the purpose of defeating him politically, culminating in CNN claiming credit for Trump out in the 2020 presidential election. Now, the former president is seeking around $475 million in punitive damages, according to the lawsuit. Now, Trump announced his intent to sue the network earlier this summer, saying in a statement he would also be commencing actions against other media outlets who have defamed him and defrauded the public regarding the overwhelming evidence of fraud throughout the 2020 election. Now, guys, I don't know how you feel about this, but didn't President Trump attack CNN first, calling them liberals and saying different types of bad things about the media as well as other media companies as well? I do understand where he is coming from, that CNN did put out certain things in regards to the former president. However, I remember from my recollection that Trump attacked pretty much everyone else first. I could be wrong, guys, but if I am wrong, please help me out, guys. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think about this potential lawsuit against CNN and other media outlets for defamation against the former president Donald Trump. Now, particularly, guys, I don't stand on either side, whether it's Trump or whether it's Biden or anybody else. I don't even care. However, I do find this a little bit amusing as he is suing them for the defamation, as Donald Trump has had a very large following, which I believe was around 70 or 80 million people on Twitter, in which he attacked CNN and other media outlets as well as individual people. So I don't know if you would consider that as defamation or not, but to me it does sound like the same exact thing. But anyways, guys, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this? Let me know down below in the comment section, guys. I'm curious to see how you feel, whether or not you believe this is actually true and whether or not this will actually get to the judge, or will the judge just completely throw it out. But anyways, guys, he is not the only one suing right now, and that is because the current president, President Biden, is being sued as well. Yes, he is being sued by 6 GOP-led states. They are now suing the Biden administration over the student loan forgiveness plan that was introduced by President Biden a couple of months ago. Now, it's the second lawsuit that was filed this week against the president's student debt cancellation program, which is expected to be implemented sometime this month in October. And yes, you can see right here that it says that top lawyers representing a half dozen Republican-led states sued the Biden administration in federal court on this past Thursday over its student loan forgiveness plan, seeking to block its expected implementation sometime this month. Now, those particular 6 states are Nebraska, Missouri, Arkansas, Iowa, Kansas, and South Carolina, and jointly filed a 36-page complaint in the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Missouri, the second legal challenge this week against President Joe Biden's debt cancellation plan, in which Attorney General or Solicitors General from the 6 states argued in the suit that the president's plan violates the separation of powers and the law that dictates how federal agencies can craft regulations. They also predicted that it will financially harm them, saying, for example, that the mass debt cancellation would cost Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, and South Carolina tax revenue. So yeah, guys, we've talked about this previously on this channel on whether or not President Biden had the authority to actually introduce or waive up to $10,000 in student loan debt. But according to these particular 6 states, and they are saying specifically that they are GOP states, but yes, guys, they are coming after the Biden administration as well as President Biden, saying that he does not have the authority and he is pretty much going to cause huge damage to our states, in which it could cost them in tax revenue. But anyways, guys, they are planning on actually introducing this sometime this month, in which individuals that have student loan debt are going to be able to apply for this student loan repayment or debt cancellation of either $10,000 or up to $20,000. And that is going to happen sometime this month. Now, will these particular lawsuits from these 6 individual states actually be able to stop or at least halt this particular student loan forgiveness plan? We don't know yet, guys. We still want to see exactly what the judge rules in regards to this lawsuit that is provisioned by these particular states. So anyways, guys, I know the student loan borrowers are really anticipating this particular action happening sometime this month, especially as a lot of Americans are suffering right now, especially as it gets time in which they have to start repaying their student loan debt back. So yes, guys, waiving $10,000 or even up to $20,000 is going to be a huge benefit for all of the Americans, millions of Americans that have different types of amounts of student loan debt. But anyways, guys, we'll just have to see how this all plays out with this particular lawsuit. I would like to interrupt this video to share with you my new preferred brokerage account that I use for buying and selling stocks. It is called Moomoo. I recently got them to offer my family and friends up to 15 free stocks. Now, in order to qualify, all you have to do is sign up using the link down below, and that will get you at least one free stock. And then after that, deposit $100, and that will give you an additional 4 free stocks. And if you deposit $2,000 or more, you can receive all 15 stocks for free. And the beauty about this is they could be worth up to $2,000. Now, if you do sign up, please remember to keep your money in your brokerage account at least 60 days, guys, in order to receive the stocks. And again, it's free money, so don't sleep on this opportunity. But anyways, let's get back into the video. But moving on, guys, hey, we do have some information in regards to some crypto news. We haven't had that in a very long time. And this is actually in relation to a very huge celebrity, which is Kim Kardashian. Yes, guys, people love her and then some people hate her. And yes, guys, she is being called by the SEC, in which they have charged her to pay around $1.26 million in crypto charges as a settlement. Yes, guys, this is some very huge news for the crypto market, which is not really doing so well right now. But anyway, guys, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission on Monday announced these particular charges against Kim Kardashian for promoting a cryptocurrency without disclosing that she had been paid for the promotion. Yes, Kardashian has agreed to pay around $1.26 million as part of the settlement. Now, the federal securities regulators have been cracking down on celebrity crypto endorsements, in which this is the first huge crackdown, which should send signals around the globe. And yes, Kardashian didn't disclose that she was actually paid $250,000 to publish an Instagram post about the crypto token called EMAX or EMAX, in which Kardashian included a link to a related website and the instructions for potential investors to buy into this particular crypto token. So anyways, guys, that particular crypto token, EMAX, ended up losing pretty much all of its value over this particular short period of time, in which all of the investors that pretty much bought it because of Kim Kardashian, they pretty much lost all of their money. So yes, guys, the SEC is cracking down right now on crypto celebrity endorsements, in which she is the first huge crackdown there is. So this is definitely going to send a huge message to the crypto world and to anyone else that wants to take endorsements without letting the public people know about how much they were actually paid for the endorsement. But anyways, guys, moving on. Hey, we do have some information in regards to the upcoming November elections. So yes, guys, we have just found out what are the key topics that are going to be discussed in the next midterm elections and what exactly the American people are really focusing on in regards to how they vote, left or right. But anyways, guys, it says right here that the economy as well as the inflation is the top on people's minds right now for the midterm voters. Now, it says that the poll found that about 47% of voters want to or prefer the Republicans to control Congress compared to 44% who want or prefer the Democrats to control Congress. And overall, 82% of Americans ranked inflation as the extremely or very important issue compared with 56% who ranked abortion as a top worry and 32% who said that the coronavirus pandemic was a big concern as well. And anyways, independents in particularly are more than twice as likely to give preference to economic issues over the threats to human rights and democracy, which is around 61% to 29%. So anyways, guys, that right there is just a glimpse of what the American voters are really looking towards as their main concerns in regards to the midterm elections and how they choose to vote for different types of candidates. But anyways, we don't really know how that's going to turn out. And yes, we did hear from the House Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, in which she is calling out and she is saying that she predicts that the Democrats will actually keep the House after the November midterm elections. And yes, that's what she said in a statement on Monday, in which that she said that she believes that the Democrats will actually keep control of the House after the November midterm elections, as polls continue to show the nation is relatively split on which political party it wants in the majority. And when she was asked by CBS's on the late night show with Stephen Colbert, she said, "Well, I'm so glad that you asked that question because I believe that we will win hold the House," is what she said. Yes, she said that we will hold the House by winning more seats. She added, and also that the Democrats currently hold a single-digit majority in the closely split chamber. So yes, guys, that is exactly the information that we have in regards to what we can expect from the midterm election. That is pretty much, as of today, around 30 days away, guys. Yes, it is the first week of November, which is pretty much around the corner, guys. So you definitely want to make sure that you are registered to vote because you definitely need to cast your vote come the midterm election. This is very important, guys, and I want to encourage you, if you haven't voted ever, this is the best time to actually get registered as well as to vote in the midterm elections. And then once another 2 years passes around, you should be voting for the next presidential election. So yes, guys, I would encourage you to do that today. But anyways, guys, we do want to talk about some stimulus update news, and that is because we do have some information of some new direct payments worth up to $700. This could be going out to low-income families. However, families have about 2 weeks before the deadline actually hits. But anyways, guys, it says that tax rebates of up to $700 have been announced to go out sometime this month to thousands of U.S. residents. And yes, Illinois residents have 2 weeks to file last year's tax return to receive their portion of the Family Relief Plan, which goes out in the next few weeks. Now, it says that these are part of the bill that was supported by the state senator Meg LaGrone Capel, which the bill reserved millions of dollars in rebate for those who file their 2021 taxes in the state of Illinois, and it also aims to combat rising inflation in the state of Illinois. And Senator Capel said, "From pandemic losses to the increased cost of living, families across the state are facing financial distress. Now, as a General Assembly, we recognize that the daily struggles of hardworking people and passed a comprehensive plan to provide them with much needed relief to help them get back on their feet. Qualifying residents can receive a payment of up to $700, and rebate amounts are a direct correlation with the number of dependents that you have in your household. An individual filer with a $200,000 per year salary and no dependents will receive only $50. But anyways, guys, that is just some relief that is coming our way, and you have about 2 weeks before the deadline actually ends for you to file your 2021 tax return so that you can be eligible to receive up up to $700, depending on how many people that you have in your household, as well as how many dependents you have in your household. So again, guys, that information is for the state of Illinois. And last but not least, guys, we do have a bit of good information in regards to the state of Pennsylvania, in which they have some applications that are open right now that are going to provide some additional assistance for property taxes as well as some rent assistance. Yes, guys, this article talks about how you can apply for a Pennsylvania property tax rebate or some rent rebates. And yes, it says right here that Pennsylvania's rent and property tax rebate program, which helps older and disabled residents offset the rising cost of housing, got a major one-time boost this year as part of the state budget. But as a spotlight in Pennsylvania reported in a new investigation, fewer and fewer people receive rent and property tax rebates each year, largely because state lawmakers haven't increased the income limits to qualify in more than 15 years. Still, many people who could benefit are missing out because they don't know about this particular program, and state officials estimate that about 1/3 of eligible Pennsylvanians don't even apply for this each and every year. So that is some good news because you follow Mr. Budget Bill, and I am letting you know today, if you live in Pennsylvania, hey, they are saying that not enough people are applying for this rent and property tax assistance in the state of Pennsylvania. So guys, you need to apply for this and see whether or not you actually meet the eligibility requirements. So again, guys, it says that if you are 65 years and older or receive disability benefits and paid rent or property taxes sometime last year in 2021, you qualify if you meet the income requirements. And the income limit is $35,000 per household for homeowners and $15,000 per household for renters. If you receive Social Security benefits, the state only counts half of that towards your income cap. So that is also some good news, guys. And some veterans' benefits aren't counted at all. So again, guys, you definitely want to check out this particular program in Pennsylvania because apparently they have a lot of money to give out, and it's saying that they don't even have enough people applying for this particular assistance. So again, guys, this is rent assistance. This is also property tax assistance in the state of Pennsylvania. So again, guys, if you are interested, you live in that particular state, I will include a link to this article down below so that you can check it out in its entirety, as well as find out exactly how you can apply for this rent assistance, this property tax assistance. But anyways, guys, hey, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. But as a quick reminder, don't forget about the promotion with Moomoo, where they are giving out 15 free stocks. That link will be down below if you guys are interested. But anyways, hey, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.